and that will look really, really nice. What the fuck was that? It's July 3rd, and I think people are like prepping for fireworks, or that was a drive-by. So hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. If you're new here, my name is Sandy, and on this channel we talk about all things interior design. For those of you who follow me on Insta, probably already know that I'm in the process of decorating my living room. I moved into a place not too long ago, and I honestly never just did anything with the living room, which is not like me at all, so I'm finally getting into it and I'm really excited. And in all that excitement, there has been a lot of work to do. I've been like putting together furniture, which is so much harder than it looks, okay? And I've been painting the stencil wall that's behind me, inspired by Mr. Kate. I have a DIY of this stencil wall. And the focal point of this video is what to put above your sofa. So I thought that I would do it on my sofa in my living room so that you guys can see what I'm working with. I am going for a kind of symmetrical look with my lamps, but I really want to have one thing in the middle, and I'm actually going to put a mirror above here, I think. But when I was looking for what to put above here, I was going through a ton of them, and I thought I'd give you guys some of the ideas that I came across. 10 different ideas what to put across your sofa, or above your sofa, sorry. So first I want to talk about with who I partnered for today's video, Mapiful. These two behind me are artwork that I got from Mapiful, and I really, really like them. They're actually going to be going in my, why am I blanking out right now? In my bedroom, across from my bed, but for now they're just kind of placeholders until I decide what I want here above the sofa, which is what this video is about. But if you're looking for some artwork, they're a great site to check out. I'm going to link them down below. But basically, they have maps of basically, I mean, I feel like any city in the world. Everything I typed up came in. And this one is a map of Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta for those of you guys who don't know, and I really like the newness I've had here. When I moved here, I'd been in Florida my entire life, and then I moved here about 3 years ago, and I really enjoyed it. Lots of new opportunities, lots of new friends, and I continue to build relationships with people and, you know, aspire to all of my goals and all such. And this one on this side is of Haiti. For those of you who don't know, I am Haitian American, and my dad and I went to Haiti in 2015. That was my first time going to Haiti, and I met my grandparents for the first time, which was really special to me. And the city that we were in Haiti, I was able to go onto the site, type in the day that I was there, the city that I was in, and it shows you the exact constellations in the sky at that time, which is really cool and a fun way to commemorate something that was important to you or meaningful to you. So you could do it for like your honeymoon, or the day that you were born, or your wedding anniversary, just fun stuff like that. And it's just a great way to like bring that to life. And I got really, really large pieces because I intend them to have them like on a pretty blank wall. These are going to be the only 2 art pieces, but you can get them in lots of other sizes and lots of other colors too. And in addition to the map and the stars, you can get your zodiac sign, which is really cool. I'm actually gonna buy 2 smaller ones for me and my roommate. She's a Gemini, I'm a Leo, and I'm gonna get 2 of the zodiac signs. So that way we can put them in our gallery wall, which is gonna be in the dining room, which is over here, which I won't show you because it's a disaster. When it's done, you'll get a peek. And thanks to Mapiful, that provides a smooth transition into putting art above your sofa, like there is behind me right now. So art, I feel like I have like subsections to this one. But the first idea, of course, would be to just put one giant piece of art, you know, above your sofa. That provides a lot of balance, I feel like, having one really, really big piece of art. And it looks just really steady, and it can be very symmetrical. For example, if I just put one piece of art in between my 2 lamps, that would provide symmetry with the lamps. The fact that there's like this nice weighty piece in the middle of them, and would serve to add weight to both sides of the console tables that I have back here. You can also do a gallery wall. We've seen lots of gallery walls on behind sofas. Super simple, love it, always a good staple. And also slightly cheaper than getting one giant size of art. art, especially when you're framing it, can be incredibly expensive, and big pieces cost, you know, bigger dollars. So if you're getting smaller pieces, but a bunch of small pieces together, that can help with budget while also making an impact if you're able to get enough pieces. So a third way to display art above your sofa would be to have shelves and have the art lean on the shelves, which I really, really like. I actually considered doing that above here and then decided against it because I'm doing shelves on this wall that you guys can't see, that's facing me. But if you take like really skinny shelves and put them up against the sofa, and it's shelves that have like these kind of like little lips. I'll put in a picture so you can see what I'm talking about, but they have like a little piece in front of them, so that way when you lean the art on it, the art isn't gonna like slide off completely, which would suck. But it looks really great, especially when you put art at like varying heights, like stair stepper heights. It looks really, really pretty and put together. And when you are hanging art, sometimes getting it level and getting it straight can be really annoying. And hanging gallery walls is not as easy as it seems. You gotta make sure that, you know, everything fits right. You can't just like play with it a while until you feel like you got it right. But if you do the leaning shelf thing, then it's so much easier. You just have to make sure that your shelf is straight, and that's it. Moving on to the fourth way to display art. When people think about art, I think they always are used to seeing something like this in a frame, flat piece. But think about bringing in some kind of sculptural, textural piece. You could like hang macrame or hang some kind of fabric in some kind of way, or you could even do like metal pieces that are a bit heavier, so you're definitely gonna have to put either anchors in your wall or find a stud to hang them. But adding that texture adds like more dimension to your space and helps and create that like warm and inviting, that cozy space. I have a video about tips on how to make your home warm and inviting, and texture is one of the things I go over. I'll link that down below, and I'll put a card up here somewhere. But you can watch that and see more ideas of how to make your space, you know, warm and inviting, and texture is definitely one of those things. And you can bring in texture not just with like fabrics, or, you know, if I had a throw pillow or a blanket or something, but also with art that is textural, adds some other dimension to the space, which feels more cohesive and just more layered and a bit more sophisticated. So try something sculptural. Fun fact. My camera died in the middle of this video, so now it is another day. I've tried fooling you with the same clothes, but I suspect you were not fooled and something has shifted somewhere. So let's just acknowledge it. It's a different day, but let's get on with the rest of the video. Mirrors are a great way to open up a space. They're like magic. You put one up and it like doubles the room in size. Like, it's crazy to me. I'm not a huge fan of mirrors across from each other because I feel like that can feel like Inception-y. So if I have a mirror here, I wouldn't like put a mirror over there. But I do like how they make a space feel larger. They reflect light, all of that. I definitely think I'm gonna go with a mirror here because we don't get a lot of light in this room, and the little bit that we do, I would really love to have that reflected. Plants! I love indoor plants. I love when people have a ton of plants. I think instead of being like a crazy cat lady, I'm gonna be like a crazy plant lady. And I say that as someone who currently does not own any plants, but that is about to change. I love the look of a long floating shelf with a ton of plants on it, like trailing plants. So that's like your pothos and your trailing succulents and ivies, those kinds of things look so lovely when they trail down. And seeing it above a sofa would be great. I actually personally feel like I haven't seen that look. I see it above a lot of bedrooms. People do it in their bedrooms a lot. But I am really excited to actually put that in my living room. The wall opposite this wall, now that you guys can see it, because it's not on camera, I'm going to, above the bookcase and the TV, put some trailing plants up there, and I cannot wait for that look and to show you guys that. But consider putting plants in your homes because, one, greenery is just fun. Science has proven that just being outside helps us feel better and, you know, feel more calm and less stress and all that good stuff. So why don't you bring all that outside goodness indoors by adding some real plants to your home. So floating shelves are super, super versatile. I've talked about putting art on them. I've talked about putting some plants on them. You can also just style them with accessories. Vases and trinkets, maybe like a little tiny lamp that's like battery powered so you don't have like a cord hanging down. It gives this kind of styled bookshelf look if you don't have like the built-in bookshelf look, I really like when people have like built-ins behind their sofa and they fill them and style them. That looks so cool. But if you don't have the space for that or the budget, built-ins can be on the pricier side. And especially if you're in a rental, you don't really have, you know, the capability of always doing a built-in. So styling a book's floating shelves with things on them give that bookshelf-esque kind of look. So that way you're still kind of getting that styled look for one, a lot less, and it's a lot easier to remove for your rental. I came across pinnable maps in my searches of what to put above my sofa. And I'm not going to do this for myself, but one time I got someone a pinnable map because they traveled a lot as a gift. And that is such a great way to memorize. I think I'm trying to look for commemorate. That is the word. Okay. A great way to commemorate your trips that you've taken by having a little, you know, pin right of this place that you've been. And it's a great conversation piece. I love when I can go to someone's house and they have all these little conversation starters. Oh, this I got from here and this I got from there. And it's fun to like find out where people are going and to get advice about their travels, and aspirational as well if you're not someone who's traveling a lot, but there are places you want to go. Maybe pin the places you want to go one color, and then when you have been there, pin it a different color. And that could be like a fun thing for you, a fun little mental way of, you know, okay, here are my goals, here's what I've done so far. I think pinnable maps are really, really cool. Even if it's not pinnable, like a globe or like decals that are shaped like the continents, all of that is really cool, I feel like, to put up on your sofa if that kind of matches your vibe. Last thing I feel like you can put above your sofa is absolutely nothing. I think it's sometimes hard to do this look, but I have seen people do a really stunning wallpaper and then just leave it blank. Or they do, you know, maybe the light fixtures are the focal point and you just have like the wallpaper with two sconces above the sofa and then there's just nothing. It's just like blank space. And the wallpaper itself can act as art. People will sometimes just do like, you know, a really bold pink color and that's it. You can put really nothing there. Or if your sofa is up against the windows and there's a view out there, you're not gonna hang a piece of art over your amazing view. So put nothing. If you are someone who has something else that looks wonderful, like their wallpaper or their view, you don't have to put anything there. And that wraps up this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I also really need to take a sip of water because my mouth is so dry, so dry. I was having some kiwis and I don't know, they're leaving like this weird like after effect in my mouth and I don't know. All right, I should probably put this down, whatever. I love my giant cup. Do you guys like giant mugs? Let me know. Okay, thank you again for watching. I'm so excited about the journey that my channel is taking. I'm so close to 10K, so all of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your comments. I read all of them and I try to respond to as many as I can and respond to you guys on Instagram. If you're not on Insta, follow me there because I'm really responsive. Actually, I try and go through like once a week, I go through all my DMs and try and respond to you guys about your questions. And I'm always sharing goodies as I'm shopping for my home. I share the things that I get, that I buy, recommendations of what you should get if you're looking for an item. I love sharing that kind of stuff. So please, if you like all of that, check me out on the gram and subscribe to my channel. All right, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button below. And you know what I always say is if you like it, you need to put a ring on it, okay? And by a ring on it, I mean subscribe. I don't even need a ring. Just, if you like it, subscribe. All right, I'll just cross out that put a ring on it. And I have bare hands, it's fine. Just get married to me, you guys. Put a ring on it by subscribing and we'll just be in a completely committed virtual relationship. Like people who are getting catfished. Just like that. Except I'm real. So, thanks. Bye.